Hey guys, it's your girl Tamarin and I am back with this dope Cleopatra makeup tutorial for Halloween. So just stay tuned and watch how I create this look. Going in with my Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation. Something is wrong with my little bottle. I can't get it to squirt out, so that's why I'm applying it this way. I don't normally do it this way. But I'm just going to buff it out with my Morphe buffing brush and really work that into my skin. And then I'm going to go back over it with my beauty blender and just pack it in real nice. Because I want a really bomb full coverage look, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I love this concealer because it is super full coverage and it blends really well. And it just gives me that nice look that I'm really going for this particular look. Then I'm taking my damp beauty blender and I'm blending that out. And as you can see, I'm just going back and forth from side to side and working both sides in simultaneously so the product is not drying on my face while I'm blending one side in. Now for my contour, I'm going in with my Revolution foundation stick, and I'm just taking kind of like a little fluffy buffing brush, and I'm taking it directly from the foundation stick and just buffing it onto the outer edges of my forehead and on my cheekbones and on my nose. Going in real small buffing motions to really pack this into my skin and give me that really beautiful bronze look that Cleopatra has. My nose contour, I just like to take a fluffy brush and just kind of go at the bottom of my nose and then work my way up the bridge of my nose and take it all the way to the beginning of my brow bone. Now to set what I've done so far, I'm just taking my Urban Decay setting spray and spraying a little bit all over my face and just letting that set in before I go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to set basically all over my face for this look. Going in with my NYX brow pencil for my first layer of my brows. So I'm just taking my normal brow pencil and carving out the brows that I want before I go in with a darker layer, just because Cleopatra has those really defined dark brows. I really wanted to go all in with this look. So after I take my pencil and finish my brows, I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow and fill them in some more so they're really, really bold. Now just darkening them up with that black eyeshadow. I'm just taking a small angled brush and just really working that in there, but then still blending it out so it doesn't look too crazy or too harsh, but just definitely making them as bold as possible. Clean up under my brows. I'm just going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and then I'm also going to work this onto my entire lid and use this as my eyeshadow base. Y'all know me, I'm always using my finger to blend something out, so I'm just taking that concealer and literally buffing it out with my finger. It's just easier, but it's completely up to you. You can take a brush and blend it out as well. Now I'm just taking a fluffy brush. It literally has no eyeshadow on it, and I'm just working in that concealer to make sure that it's all blended out. So now I'm taking the same angled brush that I did my brows with, and I'm taking black eyeshadow from my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I am tracing out my cut crease. It's always good to kind of do an outline and then kind of go back in and perfect the line. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to end up blending it all out anyway, but you want to make sure you don't have too much product on your brush starting out with, because you want to be able to blend it out and make sure that there's not a lot of fallout. I'm just blending this out so it gives it a nice gradient effect, and then I'll go in and add a little bit more on my brush as I go and really start working in that cut crease. Once I kind of get to the level of intensity and depth that I want, then I'm just going to continue to like buff it out to make sure that it has that gradient effect, and then I'll take a fluffier blending brush and blend out my cut crease until it kind of gives me that smoked out effect that I want. The key to any eyeshadow look, especially when you're working with black pigment, is just to continue to buff it out and blend it out until you cannot blend anymore. And when you're in doubt and you don't think that you blended enough, keep going. It might look like you got punched in the face in the beginning, but don't worry, as long as you keep blending it out, it will come out perfect. Now I'm just literally mimicking the same thing I did on the other side, and I'm trying to get it as close as possible to the first side that I did, but as you guys know, it's like always one side of your makeup that comes out flawless, and the other side you kind of like, you know, a little janky or whatever, but it's okay. It's gonna look good in the end. Now just back to that same blending motion. I kind of slowed it down just so you can see how slowly and how I'm pacing myself when I'm doing this blending process. This off camera took me about 30 minutes just to get my eyes right because I really wanted it to have that nice gradient effect. So make sure that you take your time and get that right, otherwise you're just gonna look crazy. When I'm working with really nice gold pigments, I like to dampen my brush. This just kind of enhances the pigment and just makes it really, really pop. But I'm using my ABH Glow Kit, which is actually a highlighter kit, but I wanted to use the gold that's in there because it's like that perfect Egyptian Cleopatra gold. It's like not too yellow, but not too bronze. It's like that perfect gold. You can see I'm using small packing motion, so I'm not swiping the brush on my lid because that's just going to move the product around. I want to pack it on so that way I'm literally layering the pigment so it continues to get more intense. Now I'm just going to brush off that Laura Mercier translucent powder and kind of go back and work on my face. I'm going to go in with my black Radiance powder foundation and pack it into the areas that I've already previously highlighted just to add some color back in my face and can avoid that flashback on camera. Now to warm up my face, I'm going to use a combination of the Tarte matte bronzer and my MAC bronzer and Give Me Sun. Both of these bronzers together just give me that really nice sun-kissed look that I really love, especially for this look. Cleopatra you always see is very tan, very bronze, very glowy, so that's the look that I'm going for. Going in with the shade Pool Party from my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just smoking out my lower lash line and just kind of buffing that out and blending it out until I get the intensity that I want for this really just nice teal pop of color. Y'all, please bear with me. I'm going in with my NYX matte liquid eyeliner, and I haven't done a wing in so long, and I was really struggling to get this right. So it might look like I know what I'm doing on camera, but trust me, I definitely struggled with this. But I'm just kind of bringing that out, and as you can see, I'm kind of having it kind of meet where the bluish teal color stops. And then I am extending it past my tear duct to kind of give you that extra drama, and then bringing it down on the beginning part of my lower lash line as well. I do find it easier to outline the wing liner and then go back and fill it in. Just make sure that you kind of get the outline that you want, and then you can worry about filling it in later. Just going back in with that same highlighter palette that I used for my eyes, the ABH Glow Kit, and I'm just glowing up this face, honey, because you can't be Cleopatra without that glow. Now I'm going in with this NYX Liquid Crystal eyeliner and using it on my lips. It definitely feels weird on your lips, I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely gave me the effect that I wanted for that gold lip. Last little pop, just taking my liquid eyeliner and drawing that black line in the middle of my lip, and that's basically the final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It was so much fun creating this look. I love to see you guys recreate it, so if you do decide to recreate it, just tag me at Tamarin Beauty on Instagram, and I will check you guys on my next video.